Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. In today's video I'm going to talk through a couple of subjects in relation to football shirts. So the first one is going to be non-genuine football shirts, how to spot them, what to look out for, compare it to a genuine football shirt, and then go on to a slightly different subject which has been more prominent in the last few years, and that's retro remakes. So I've bought a couple of retro remakes. Going to show them to you. What are the pros, what are the cons, what to look out for again with a retro remake. I hope you enjoy it. Drop a like if you want to see the follow-up video to this, which is going to be all about my Arsenal football shirt collection. I should just specify this is all to do with Arsenal. However, similar points do obviously apply to other teams that you may be collecting or looking out for. You know, specific shirts that might be harder to come by. So first topic is non-genuine, or fake if you want to call them, fake football shirts. This one here is the 2007-2008 Herbert Chapman edition. As you can see, we've got Fly Emirates, the Nike tick, the Arsenal logo, the Arsenal crest. We've also got the Nike print inside the collar there. And also we have Van Persie on the back, number 11 that he was at the time. Now, most of my shirts are bought from eBay. eBay is very difficult because some sellers are genuine, some sellers may not have the correct information when they're selling football shirts. This one is non-genuine. I bought this December last year from eBay, from a seller. Completely my fault. Should have done a bit more research into the shirts, which I am doing now when looking especially on eBay. Other places where you can buy them, such as Depop, you know, another big place where retro football, especially retro football shirts or older football shirts are available, have a bit more information on the shirts. The sellers know a little bit more. However, on eBay, you may have a football shirt lying in a cupboard. You know, you're going through things, you sell it, you don't know the full information about it. And as I say, I completely hold my hands up and say, look, this was on me. I didn't complain to the seller. To be honest, I didn't even realise until a few weeks back when I was going through them that the shirt didn't look exactly the same to the other ones that I've got. I have a similar shirt of the era. Of this era, I'll just grab it for you. It's the 2010 home shirt, and here it is. Again, don't look too dissimilar, obviously bar the colours, but the printing, the badge, so on, looks very similar. So first topic: how do you spot a non-genuine shirt, or fake shirt if you want to call them? First thing to look out for, most of my shirts are bought from eBay. The main thing to look out for, if you can, if the seller is honest with you, is to look at the title basically. If it's non-genuine, it will more than likely say non-genuine Arsenal shirt, or fan shirt is another one that they use, or non-authentic football shirt. So that's a giveaway, obviously. If you want to buy them, that's completely fine. They obviously are a lot cheaper than the genuine thing. I paid £5 for this shirt, which I thought was a steal, with obviously the player name on the back. I just thought I was paying so little price because of the condition of the shirt itself. You hopefully you can see there that the Fly Emirates print on the front is not in the greatest condition. However, Van Persie condition on the back is very good. There is general wear and tear in the shirt, but for a shirt that's 12, 13 years old, it's not the worst shirt that I've ever seen. So yeah, the title of the listing, or the listing information, hopefully somebody's put it in there. If not, second thing to look out for is the Arsenal badge, or the badge in general. So this is the non-genuine one, and again, to the naked eye, looks like a genuine Arsenal badge. However, if I hold up the genuine one from a genuine Arsenal shirt, you might be able to notice the slight differences in the crest. So if I get them side by side, like so, you might notice the difference. The badge itself, this one is a lot harder or a lot firmer, whereas this one, there's a lot more give in the badge. It feels like there's maybe a plastic back to it, whereas this one is just sewn into the shirt itself. The print on the actual Arsenal writing there is slightly different. The Arsenal one is slightly smaller, the genuine one, and the look and the feel of the badge doesn't feel quite as crisp and well manufactured, should we say, as the genuine one. Also, the sewing isn't quite up to standard. So, first point, the listing. If it does say it in the listing, great. Obviously, if you don't want to buy a non-genuine shirt, you can avoid it. Second one, look at the badge. And again, that applies for all teams. Generally, the badges aren't identical to the genuine product. Third point to look out for, this one you might have to do a bit more digging if you're not sure on the shirt that you're buying, is the labelling. Now this one, as I showed you earlier, has all the Nike print there. It has the sizing. It says it's made in Indonesia. Looks all genuine to other Nike shirts of this era that I've got. You've got the size and so on, the measurements. This one again, you have the print inside the collar. Nike dry fit there, made in Thailand, small, as you would expect. This one's made in Indonesia, which I believe at the time this is where the shirts were being made, Indonesia. The big one to look out for though is the label inside the shirt. So I will get the non-genuine shirt. There we go, that's the label there. And this is the Arsenal genuine shirt. So if we go to the genuine one first, first thing is the country that it's manufactured obviously is going to match. So this one also says made in Thailand. You might not be able to see it, but it says made in Thailand. The print on the collar says made in Thailand. Might sound obvious, but when I'm going to show you the non-genuine one, you're going to notice obviously that there's going to be a difference. Also, all products, so that goes for Nike, it goes for the Puma shirts I've got, the Adidas one, they all have a product code. There's a little label underneath it, underneath the not sizing, the manufacturer's logo. You've got a little Nike one there, and you can Google that product and it should bring you up this shirt, or the shirt that you're looking for. So that would only just take a question to the seller to say, could you possibly take a picture of the inside label, and that would then give you an indication if they match up from the collar, that obviously it's genuine. So if we go on to the fake one, or the non-genuine one, looks pretty legit at first glance. We have a Nike tick there, so you know it looks like it's come from a Nike shirt. You've also got the label, the product label there, and there is a product code on the underside of the Nike logo. Label here says made in Morocco. So again, dead giveaway. Might sound really simple, but the print obviously says made in Indonesia. The t-shirt itself is made in Morocco, so there's a discrepancy there. It's not genuine. The product code, it's been badly sewn on this Nike label here, and I probably guarantee that this has been put on multiple shirts. And if I was to Google that product code, it would probably come up with, well, obviously not this shirt. It may be a pair of shorts, maybe another football team. But you would probably notice that if you bought multiple shirts from the same seller, it would have the same product code. And also, genuine products generally don't have this label. I don't think they do. But there's a little label that says the sizing there. It says M for medium. So generally, genuine shirts don't have that little label on there either. Usually it's from a non-genuine seller. So that's just a little bit of information on fake shirts or non-genuine shirts, how to spot them, what to look out for them, what to look out for. If you want to do that, that's fine. There's some really good ones, and I'm going to go on to some retro remakes that I've purchased willingly, which are very, very close to the genuine thing. So it's just personal preference. But if you're looking to obviously buy genuine, There's some pointers there, especially from eBay, where I get most of my shirts, but also you can apply that to other selling sites as well. So Retro Remakes. There is a main manufacturer called Score Draw who do a lot of retro remakes for Arsenal, for a lot of Premier League clubs, of older shirts, usually from the 70s, 80s, 90s, that obviously you can't get hold of, or they're very hard to get hold of, and you can buy them for a more affordable price, and you can wear the retro remake shirt. The thing with me, with the Score Draw shirts, I generally don't buy them. They are still £30 to £40 depending on what shirt you're going to buy, but also for me, what ruins the authenticity of it for me is the fact that they won't include the manufacturer's logo, so of the shirt. So the JVC ones for Arsenal, they don't have the Adidas logo on them. They'll have the JVC logo, the Arsenal crest, but they won't have the Adidas logo on it, which just, for me, it just ruins that final touch for me, that authenticity. However, going on eBay, you can find ones that are being produced, again, not just for Arsenal. I've seen Manchester United ones, Liverpool shirts of that 90s era, which you can buy at an even cheaper price to what Score Draw are selling them for, and I think they are better quality. They look more genuine. So, fortunately, when the shirt was released back in 2000s, I actually had the original Arsenal Dreamcast shirt. I think is very popular shirt. It's a classic Arsenal shirt. Unfortunately, it's an extra large boys, so there's no way in hell that this is going to fit me. I keep it purely for memory purposes. It's not in the greatest condition. You might not be able to see from there, but the Dreamcast logo is fading. The white's disappearing from it. It's cracking, and also where it's been stored for so long, it is actually starting to pick up mould on the sleeves, which obviously isn't great. But I just keep it for memory purposes. There's no way it's not going to sell for anything really because of the condition, but I just keep it. However, what I found the other week was a retro remake of the exact same shirt. Here it is now. Face value, it looks almost identical. I've studied both shirts, looked at certain aspects that I've explained with the non-genuine one, the badges, the prints, the labelling, and I'm going to go into that in a second. But they've done a really good job, whoever it is. And what sweetens the deal just that little bit more is we have the main man on the back there. It was customisable shirt as well, so not only are you getting the retro remake, you're also getting that extra bit where you can put your own name on, or you know, a famous player of that era. So I went obviously for Thierry Henry. So in depth, this cost me on eBay £27, free postage with the customisation. It was £23 without. Why not, for the extra £4 go for the print? It all looks genuine. You know, the logo looks exactly the same. The Dreamcast sponsor looks exactly the same. The Nike ticks there, as I've mentioned. You know, the Score Draws don't have the shirt manufacturer. We've got the Premier League print for numbers and the lettering as well of that era. It really is remarkable. The sleeving's exactly the same. The colour's exactly the same. It comes brand new. Obviously the tag's not going to be genuine, but it's a Nike tag there. It just adds to the effect of the shirt. I ordered it in a large. It's got a large Nike tag there, even down to the print on the shirt here for the sizing. It's exactly the same as the genuine, made in Portugal. This one is made in Portugal as well. It's identical. It really is remarkable. Difference being, which I was quite surprised, if we go into the inside shirt label, so one of the pointers I said to look out for on fake shirts is they wouldn't match. The product label on the inside wouldn't match. It'd be from a different country. This is identical. I was really quite surprised at this, and I'll see if I can show you. but the label itself is identical. You might not be able to read it from there, but again, it both says made in Portugal. It's got the exact same information, what the shirt is made from, how to wash it. It really is quite remarkable. If you were to buy this on, say, classic football shirts, you're looking at upwards of £100, if not more, 150 with the Henri name and number on the back. I also purchased another one. Oh, I should add as well, it comes in this plastic bag, Nike plastic bag. You know, just to add to the effect of the shirt, it comes in a genuine Nike plastic bag, as if you bought it from the website. Lastly, I've got another retro remake here. This is the 97-98 yellow JVC shirt. Again, very sought after. You're looking at maybe even more for this one on said classic football shirts website. Again, same price. I got customizable name, so this time I went for Burkamp on the back. Number 10, same colour, same Premier League print on there. This one came with brand new with tags, but I've worn it since, so the tag has come off. Honestly, this isn't as good as the Dreamcast one in terms of the feel of the shirt, the quality of the shirt. There's a few things that aren't quite right with it, but to be honest, like I say, for the price, it's not worth complaining about. I ordered them both in a large. This one, I would say, feels like a medium. It still fits, it's still great, but the Dreamcast one fits like a large. It's a bit more baggy, whereas this one, the material makes it quite restricting. The JVC sponsor isn't quite the same. Like I say, I don't have an original to compare it to, but I've looked online and pictures, and the JVC print doesn't look quite the same. The labels are the same inside. Again, we have a product information label on the inside here. The Nike label at the bottom here. Now, normally on an authentic one, the size would be stitched into this little black square here. So, I mean, it's little things, but it's not been executed as good as the Dreamcast. But, I mean, we're talking 10 out of 10 versus maybe 8, 9 out of 10. And again, although we've got the Nike logo there of the era, there is a little L logo underneath. It's not noticeable, but, you know, it's just something that you just lose the authenticity with it. But it's a great shirt. Again, the era, the player, you're looking at a lot of money to buy a genuine shirt, but apart from that, it really is something. So that concludes today. I've just run through how to spot a non-genuine shirt on the internet. Just looking at retro remakes, I will wear both of those into the untrained eye. You're not going to notice that it's not a genuine shirt. It really is remarkable what they've done, and there are more available online as well of different eras, which I'm looking out for. But yeah, the follow-up to this video is going to be a full run through of my collection, so drop a like. It's always growing. I've got one in the post at the moment. Thanks for watching, and catch up with you soon. Cheers.